King Ullysses is not a myth, and his tomb is in Tzanata, claims a former curator of antiquities. We know him in English as Ullysses. The Greeks call him Odysseus, hence the Odyssey of Homer. So where is his tomb? This is what a former curator of antiquities of Greece says. At times they have read and heard a lot. No proof, just some clues, some calculations, some estimates, but not something very tangible. And now the data is there. A flashback was made by Mr. Andonis Vasilikis from the cave of Drakena until today in the excavations in Tzanata, but everyone was waiting for what they were waiting for years to find. For the first time, it was heard that Mr. Kolonas clearly stated 20 years ago he had no doubt that here was the seat of the palace power, the territory of Cephalonia, which was recovered by Ullysses. Mr. Vasilikis said, "These are what the archaeologist Lazaros Kolonas said 20 years ago, quote, and I say them as they are now, co-signed them, and have more information at my disposal," end quote. You'll hear all the important speech from the former curator of antiquities of Cephalonia, Ithaca, and Zakynthos, Dr. Andonis Vasilikis. These are islands in the Ionian Sea between Greece and Italy. So they subvert the archaeological data in Western Greece, who for the excavation that is personally connected in Tzanata said the following. We discovered a residential installation, a Mycenaean settlement of the same era as the tomb. In fact, with a slightly older history, it's the largest and most important settlement that has been excavated so far in Cephalonia and throughout Western Greece. So I come to add conclusively, substantiated and stratified findings. The last two words, please note them, stratified findings, because such findings documented and stratified has to show no excavation which aspires wherever it is to say that it has to do with the great theme of Odysseus and the Homeric Mycenaean Ithaca. We declare what we found and we document them, end quote. Of course, this speech will create a sensation throughout Cephalonia, but also in the Ionian Islands, especially in Ithaca. And something else, Mr. Vasilikis in his speech did not talk about the precaution of the ancients they took from the building of Poros. In fact, he cauterized the energy. He specifically said, those who protect against the protection zones probably do not know what it means to protect the ancients. To whom was it addressed? Okay, so there's a Greek video here, but obviously they think that they found his tomb a very, very old formation, stratified findings, he says, that were not ever touched, and they were found in the island of Cephalonia and not Ithaca. Now, it could be that at one time in the ancient past, these islands were united because of the fact that if we had during the Ice Age, the levels of the sea levels were much, much lower than they are today. So a lot of the islands around Greece, the Aegean, the Ionian, were united. So this I've translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.